So you've gone no contact. Ever wondered how a narcissist will deal with this? What are they thinking? Actually, what's going on? And how do they view this no contact situation? And it's great. It's really good because you've taken your power back. Watch this video because I'm going to explain how the narcissist views this. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So how is the narcissist viewing your no contact situation? The fact that you have removed all sort of communication with them because you've stood your ground, you've put boundaries in place, they've probably not liked it, so they're kind of maybe punishing you, or maybe you feel like you might have done the wrong thing, or you're probably thinking, how are they seeing this? Like, how are they seeing the fact that you have removed all communication from the narcissist? How do they see this? Like, what's going on? Guys, I'm going to be exploring this in the video. Before I do this, just one thing that I wanted to announce, and that is that I go live on this channel every single week. And if you have any questions or things that are on your mind and you want quick answers to, I would say join the lives because they are such a great vibe. There's a lot of people in there, you know, from the community that are enjoying the live chat. Like, guys, you need to check out the live chat. And it's just a great supportive place to be with like-minded individuals who might be going through the same experience that you are. And if you are interested, please see the description box for more details on the live session. Okay, so how is the narcissist viewing this silent treatment? Like, first of all, what I want to say to you guys is that it's great that you have put boundaries in place. It's great that you have asserted, you know, what it is that you want from this dynamic, from this interaction. Like, you know what, you have put these things in place to protect you. And you know what, I'm all about that. Like, I'm always saying, you know what, do this to protect you, do this because this is going to help you going forward. But we can't help thinking, like, what is the narcissist thinking about, or like what's going on, you know, in their mind. The narcissist, okay, when you take control, all right, they don't like this because you're in control. They're not going to like the fact that you have done something about this, meaning that they're not able to manipulate you. They're not able to do anything about this situation. What you have done is removed all communication. So they can't use your energy, your time, your emotion, or anything. They don't know what you are feeling, what you are thinking. So they can't take this information and use it against you. Now, you know as well as I do that a narcissist really hates the fact, okay, that they can't have control over you, because that's what they do. Like, that's what they want. They want the control. They want to know that they can control a situation, a person, to get the desired outcome. So the fact that you have gone no contact, you've shown them that, like, I'm not down with this anymore. They're going to really hate this. They're going to hate this completely. And this can go as far as causing narcissistic injury. Now, if you think about it, what it does mean, it's a sort of rejection, isn't it? You're rejecting a person. You're rejecting the narcissist because what you're doing is you're not showing any sort of emotional regard, any attention, any focus on this person. Now, you've got to understand that rejection and abandonment is one of the narcissist's core wounds. So it's going to trigger them hard. It's going to hurt them really badly. The fact that you have removed yourself from this person, you are no longer interested in them at all, no matter what is going on, whether they're good or bad to you, you're like done. This is going to trigger the narcissist. And so they're going to hate this because this is going to expose all of this. This is all going to come up, okay? And they're going to be thinking, okay, you know, like, how am I going to get this person back? At first, it will be about revenge. It will be about hatred. It will be about annoyance, because what they do is they externalize. They're never going to think, oh, you know, like, maybe I have caused this person to think this, or maybe I have caused this person to react like this, or maybe it's my actions. They're going to externalize the blame and basically put it on you. So there's going to be animosity. There's going to be so much annoyance. This is why they initiate the smear campaign, because they're like, oh, you know, we've got to put that person down, because what you have done is you have exposed them and you have triggered them to their core. Their core wound is abandonment and rejection. So when someone is triggered to that point, they don't want to show it, they want to deflect. And the best thing for them to be able to get over this, or be able to understand this, or be able to have some sort of, I don't even know what the word is, but like trying to, you know, get themselves back to normal, they're normal. Okay, they have to externalize the blame and say that it's all your fault. And you see, after a while, that all kind of wears off, you know, and they kind of think, okay, like, I'm not feeling good about this. This is not making me feel any better. And there is some guilt and shame that is involved in this. They do feel the guilt and the shame. But of course, my friends, they're never going to tell you that. They're never going to show you that. So this is something that you have to understand. This works like basically in a cycle. So what they may do is, at that point when they're feeling that, they might reach out to you. They might start to initiate some sort of contact. But remember, it's going to be very minimal. They're not going to overindulge in this, you know, so that you have the power. That's not what this is about. Remember, this is about them keeping their own kind of stature, their own kind of image in all of this. So they're not going to go over the top. It's kind of going to be like a little communication, like, hi, hope you're well, hope you're okay, something along those lines. If you don't respond, then okay, they're not going to try again. But you see, it's a kind of a deflection. It's kind of like their kind of communication is going to kind of put it back on you to see, maybe if you're not feeling well, are you mentally unwell? Are you mentally unstable? It's going to be something along those lines. You see, and because they can't accept, you see, that they have done something wrong. So again, they're still externalizing that blame. They're still kind of thinking, oh, you know what, it's you. For a lot of us, a lot of them won't reach out because there's too much shame, there's too much guilt involved, and they're not going to want to be shown up again. So that's why they probably won't get in contact with you. But for those of you that this happens, it's going to be about drawing you in and punishing you for taking control. The reason why control, okay, is so important to the narcissist is because this is where they draw their attention, their confidence, their validation. This is really, really important to them. Because they're not able to do it for themselves, they're not able to self-soothe, they rely on others to be able to provide that for them. So when something happens where their wounds are exposed, they need this even more. This is where they draw on secondary supply. This is where they draw on others to be able to validate that for them. So when you have removed that, when you have gone no contact and you have initiated the silent treatment, the narcissist needs someone to validate them, because number one, it's quite embarrassing for them. Again, remember, the narcissist is never going to say this to you. This is embarrassing for them. They don't know how to deal with it. And what they do, if they do reach out to you, this is all about trying to get some sort of supply, trying to reel you in. And then what they'll do is gaslight you and make you believe that it's been your fault. Like, how dare you take control? They're the ones, narcissists are the ones that want to initiate silent treatment, because again, that is what about controlling of the situation and your emotions. So when you do that, when you give them a dose of their own medicine, well, they don't like it, do they? And they have to blame you. They have to say that it's you're the issue. You're the one that is unstable. And that's the sort of things that they'll be saying in the smear campaign. But what you have to remember is that none of this is true. None of this is true. What has happened here is that you have exposed them. You have triggered their core wounds. And as a result of you triggering their core wounds, they're not going to let this go lightly. But they want to show you up. They want others to see that you are the issue. These long periods of silence for the narcissist is going to be painful. But again, they're not going to show you that. What they're going to do is try and cover it up with other people, other situations, doing other things, okay? And if they are surrounding themselves with friends or people that you both mutually know, they're going to be putting you down. They're never going to be saying how they are feeling. They're just going to put you down to make you look like you're the idiot, like you're the one that's in the wrong. You see, this is very childish. If you really think about it, this is really childish behavior. This is all about deflection, putting the blame on other people, because they're never going to look internally. They are never going to change. This for them is all about putting their best foot forward, being seen as the ones that are the victims, the ones that this has been so painful for. This is about them feeling better about themselves. The narcissist cannot stand that you take control. Control for them is a very important thing, because they need their needs met. They need you to keep supplying them, with this validation. They, on some level, cannot deal with this. They are going to be looking for you to give them this all the time. But when that is gone, they don't have no more control over you. They can't manipulate you. So this all becomes really irritating for the narcissist. I wouldn't say painful, but very irritating, because they have to look to others to be able to give them that supply, to be able to give them that validation. So what you have to remember is, even though they may reach out to you, they may be talking behind your back, you have to not react. They're looking for this. They're looking for your reaction. And the reason why they're looking for your reaction is because they have already smeared your name and said that you are the issue. So if you react to what they have said behind your back, they're going to love this, because this is the trap that they have already set. And other people may believe them. And those people that do believe them, it might be painful, because they may be your friends, your family members, people that you've known for a really long time, and people that you may have not expected to actually believe the narcissist, and they do. Rise above it. If the person that they are talking to about you, and they're saying derogatory things, if they don't know you already, then they were never for you. The thing is, you cannot try to justify yourself in all of this, because if that person is for you, they'll already know who you are. They'll already believe you. And if they don't, then they don't. And that is what you have to remember, because you trying to clear your name, trying to, try and get yourself out of this, means that it's going to re-trigger you all over again. You don't need to justify yourself to anybody. So guys, I really hope this helps and gives you some more insight into what happens when you go silent, and how the narcissist deals with this. They don't deal with it. It's really awful for them. So guys, I really hope this video has helped. If you are someone who is suffering or going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also have a journal club and a mentorship, and if you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. I also have a Discord server, which is absolutely free for you to join, and this is a like-minded community, people who have gone through similar things that you have. And if you would like to join this supportive, wonderful community, please see the description box below for more details. This is great, if you want to connect with others. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.